I'm barefaced today. I feel like doing nothing to my face.
I literally put I have this it's not even foundation, it's SPF. It's
your skin looks really good.
Thanks. Mm-hmm. It's tinted moisturizer, basically. Yeah. So that's what I've been using.
My trick that I always do, so I'll do my skin, if I don't feel like putting on makeup for the day, my no makeup look is I'll do my regular skincare, and then I put powder on, translucent powder, just to mattify things in my face, and then I'll curl my lashes and put gloss, and that's just what I do. When I don't feel like wearing makeup.
Well, you don't really need makeup.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Right back at you.
Thanks. My nipple itches.
I feel that.
Anyway.
Y'all, I'm wearing a bra. Who am I?
What?
I know, right? But they look nice. Y'all wouldn't believe what size I am. I feel like I might probably mentioned it on here before, but it's crazy to me. I'm a fucking G.
A G?
A G, bitch.
She's a G.
I am a G. No. I'm a 38 G. What?
That's crazy.
I didn't even, I was a solid, triple D for years.
That's still crazy.
No, I
was just a solid triple D.
I actually, when I go back, I remember being a double D at one point, and then I went to a triple D, and then I was like that for a minute until I had Cali, and then, yeah. I was actually, forcing myself into the triple Ds for, so long, during pregnancy, afterwards, too. Then I'm something is just not working out anymore.
It's a little tight.
Literally. So then I went up to, an E, and I was like, this is still not. And then I went to, you remember Peddler's Village?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's this little place with a bunch of shops. It's really cute. Me and my family went there, and they have this bra store. So I went in, and they fit me, and they were like, you're a G. I'm like, a what? I'm like, I don't even know that was a thing.
Right. They go up to that size. Okay, so today we have,
we have the children.
The children are
both
here.
Both of them, actually.
Yeah, they're both here, so.
They're pretty content right now. Crossing my fingers, though.
Yeah.
Because, see, the minute I say something.
I'm coming.
You're coming?
She's coming. And you know what that means.
That means the other one.
Romeo's
he said,
also
okay.
coming.
Perfect.
Say hi, Rome.
Right. Everybody's here. Callie, watch the tripod behind you, okay? Be careful.
Down.
Right.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, guys.
My name's Janni.
And I'm Rach.
And this is a Young MILF podcast.
Yes. I don't know why I had...
In my head, there's always music. There's always people...
I had this, feeling I just wanted to be literally when I thought of the drums and you were like, this is a Young MILF, I was like,
it is.
But anywho.
Oh my goodness. It's been, I don't think, we recorded probably 2 months ago, to be honest. It was going on 2 months ago.
Yeah, we had Keenan in that episode.
Yeah.
Which you guys will be seeing very soon.
Well, by the time you see this, it'll already be out.
Oh, right. Duh.
It's so confusing to think
No, it
ahead.
really is. I gotta be talking in the future.
Yeah, no, that is a funny episode, Brad.
Bro.
Too funny. Too much shit.
Things were said.
A lot of things were said. And just, if you haven't, go back.
Just please go back.
And come back
that
to
shit
this.
Is actually so hilarious.
It's been a minute. It's 2024. We haven't recorded this year yet, so
literally, it's already February.
It's February. Sorry. Sorry.
Had to get my shit together first.
We're mothers. We're a little, we're always late.
Yeah, we're working mamas. We got stuff to do.
Things to do, but always come back to this.
Yeah, and remember, life be lifing.
Yes.
Like we've said before.
Literally, we just need tattoos. Life be lifing.
Right.
On our foreheads.
In cursive. No. No, actually not in cursive, just bold letters.
Literally. Life.
Be lifing.
It's very large. So you just know every time. We don't have to explain it. You
literally,
just
don't judge us. That's just what it is.
But yeah, there's a lot happening in our lives.
Yeah. I just got back from Ohio.
Yeah.
Last night. Yeah. I was there for a callback for a brand, so I'm still doing my thing.
always doing her thing. I just got back from vacation.
Yeah, this girl was out here
Florida.
Yes.
Florida.
Florida.
That's right.
That's right. The accent. Like, what the fuck? That whole southern, like, I don't even know what that was. She said, that's right.
Hey,
They probably
girl.
think we're lunatics.
No, literally. And there's no wine today.
Bro, that's the
no
crazy
Taylor
thing.
Port.
Nothing.
Uh,
Oh. Oh. I love how she was. Did you see how she just paused? She said, oh, ew.
Why are you digging your nose?
Right.
I'm dropping.
Sleepy butt.
I want mommy dropping. No. Why dropping?
We can't jump right now. There's too much stuff on the pen, Baba. And then she does it anyway.
What? You're picking your nose too? What the heck is
Ew.
going on?
Ah!
You ate it? Eating it is crazy, bro.
Bro, I have such bad memories of that because people in my elementary school used to do that shit. I can't even. I literally can't even.
Pick their nose and eat it?
Bro, there used to be like boys who would do it. I'm like, y'all are disgusting. Y'all are gross. Mommy, don't be that boy.
He is that boy.
Oh,
he just
Lord.
did it.
What's wrong?
A pop.
You want a pop? I don't know if we have any more.
A pop.
I don't think we have any more, Mama.
A pop. The pop and pop.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Right, like he's just encouraging her at
No,
this
literally.
point.
He's like, yeah, give it a pop.
Right. Where the pop?
Right.
And then she's smacking me. I'm getting abused, yelled at.
Literally. We're at that stage
Bro, we really are
where we're just getting abused.
all the
Consistently.
time.
And yelled at and
Bro, it's crazy.
cursed at sometimes.
Callie just yes. It's like so serious. Callie just turned 2 on the 31st. What was that? Last Wednesday. And I mean, she's been doing that shit for a minute now. To be honest, like
Cursing?
She said she has said things, and I'm like, it's honestly our fault. Like it really is, because she just repeats what we say.
Yeah.
Sometimes when she gets mad, she goes, ass. Like she's saying it's ass. I'm
Yeah,
like,
she's
my
ass.
fault. And then she'll be like, or she'll wake up in the middle of the night. Like sometimes she wants a bottle still, and she'll start crying. She'll be like, oh fuck, fuck. I'm like, girl, what?
That is crazy.
No, I know.
Bro.
The one time Keenan was in the bed, and I looked at him. He looked at me. We were like,
Yeah, like you
perfect.
can't blame anyone
No,
but
we can't.
yourself.
We
You're
cannot.
just like,
because we say it all the time. We'll be like, oh shit.
right.
And then she's just right there. She hears us. I think that happens with a lot of people, though. Like, you just can't escape it. The most you can do is just tell them, like, they can't use it. Only
I'm gonna
we
move
can.
your head, bro. That big behind head.
That poof. That poof in the
Literally, like you can't see me. Thank you. I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
you just tell them you can't do it. Like,
Literally,
and then
that's it.
They're gonna do it anyway. So it's just like,
Yeah. Have you been seeing this thing on TikTok where parents are telling their kids, like, they'll put them in the bathroom and they'll say, okay, this is the only place you can use the bad words.
I saw that.
Yeah, and they'll, like, shut the door behind them, and then they'll put the camera up and, like, record their kids, and the kid will just sit there, like, by themselves and be like, shit, motherfucker. And I'm like, these kids are crazy. The one mom was like, I didn't even know he had all that in him.
Right? Where he learn that?
I mean, from the house.
Yeah.
Kids are literally sponges. They will absorb everything going on around them. I even see little things she does that remind me of, like, my parents. Like, how they do things, or, like, me, Keenan. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
She's, like, a little bit of everybody just because she's around everybody all the time.
Yeah. But it's kind of cool. To
It
be
is.
honest.
It
Like,
is. She's very observative. Observative? Is that the word? Why am I being
observant.
I said observance.
Observatory.
No, that also came to my mind. I'm like, that's not it. I cannot speak today. I don't know what I'm saying.
Now Callie's biting the blanket.
She always does that. She always biting somebody. Sometimes she bites me. Like, she'll just come up to me and be like, I'm like, girl, why are you biting me? Like,
Biting.
because she's not teething anymore for real, so I don't know why she doesn't.
Does she have all her teeth?
Yes, all her
Okay.
teeth. Yeah. We took her to the dentist, and they were like, good luck. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, what do you
Good
mean?
luck.
Literally, because I guess she was like, she had all her teeth already, but like she was still in the process of like, it's gonna hurt still because they're still coming in. So the dentist was like, yeah, good luck. And I'm like, thanks. Like, it doesn't.
That teething shit and like the teeth coming in, that's rough.
No, it really is.
That is rough because you just literally can't do shit about it. Even with the medicine and all that stuff, like.
She would wake up at night screaming. Like, I would have to sit there and, like get her mouth open to put the medicine in her mouth. I did, though. I found these tablets by Highlands brand, I think it's called. And they're little, like, dissolvable tablets. And they have ones for nighttime and daytime. And they actually worked pretty well for her.
They took off the pillowcase.
How did y'all do that? I just realized that you had it. I didn't even people you were holding.
It got thrown over.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Be careful.
Hey.
Be careful with that mirror.
Oh, goodness. Watch Callie, bro.
I want orange.
What? You want some oranges?
I want oranges.
You want oranges too?
Yeah, oranges.
Okay.
All right.
Break. Snack break. I'm back.
Oh, I'm potty training Romeo.
Oh.
It's rough.
Yeah. But he went.
He did. Day 3, he used the toilet. He used the potty finally. After peeing on the floor many times. But yeah, he used the potty 3 times.
Did he shit yet?
He didn't. Luckily, he did that when he was wearing his pull-ups during the nighttime. So like the morning time, he shit.
Perfect.
I was not ready for him to shit on the floor, bro. I'll be honest. Because it was nasty. It was huge. It was explosive. I didn't want that anywhere. It still got everywhere. Like, it was still on the rug and shit. But
oh, Lord.
That's how it fucking be. Like, when you have a kid, you just gotta, you just gotta expect for shit to be everywhere. Shit just literally be everywhere.
Yep.
Okay, you're done?
More orange.
Oh.
More orange.
They're both saying it.
No mas.
All done.
More orange.
What happened to your veggie straws?
You want veggie straws? You want
More orange.
some french fries?
More orange.
Oh, my Lord. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna cut. No, he wants the veggie straws.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut up one more orange and I'll bring the straws too.
More orange.
Okay. You guys are snacky.
More orange.
Okay, let's go get some more.
More orange. More orange.
She's doing that. Oh. Romeo's just yelling because she's yelling.
How long are we into this? And like we already had to do 2 snack breaks.
Literally. I already have to get the Amazon tablet out.
Right. Callie's okay just watching this on basically silence.
Literally. I feel like motherhood is just completely just distracting your children so
that you can
just do things.
Bro, that's most of the time, no lie. Mm-hmm. Like, or like while you're doing something, you're constantly like running back and forth between the thing you're doing and then like trying to keep them content. Like it's never you can never just sit in one place and do something.
No.
Ever.
Don't even try to get comfortable. It's not. No. There's no point.
No.
There's never a point.
Like today, I tried to put her down for a nap because she was up at 7:30 this morning. I tried to put her down for a nap for 2 hours, and I was at the point where I was so Lord, I was so tired because I got in late, and so I'm ready to take a nap myself. You want it, bub? And I'm laying there, I'm like thinking she's about to go to sleep, like she's sucking her thumb or whatever, and she gets up and she's like, open the door. I'm like, oh Lord. So getting comfortable, don't even try it.
It's just not even worth the stress of it. It's
I lied to myself.
More orange.
Go ahead, grab one.
Get it, Bubba.
Can you give Callie an orange? Oh, there she goes.
Thank you, Mommy.
Oh, so you're welcome.
Thank you so much. She'd be like, thank you so much.
Such a polite girl.
Literally, oh my God, from one of her apps on her tablet, it says, you're so awesome, thank you. So she starts repeating it. She goes, you're awesome, thank you.
Oh, that's really cute.
I know.
I don't know how people don't, like, put a screen in front of their child. We were just talking about this the other day.
Literally. No lie, though, I respect the, like, no screen time at all. I respect that. If you can keep your kid nice and entertained without any type of screen time, like, go you. Like, that's amazing for you. I love that for you. I love how you can get those activities together. I love that. I try it, I do, but I got shit to do and I just can't. Like, I need the screen, bro.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm not judgmental to nobody who does screen time, like, at all. Like, and oh my god,
Dick them Jones.
that's 2 oranges. Kelly had 2 pieces out of the whole thing. Does he usually eat oranges like that?
I don't ever really have oranges at the house.
Oh, I know he's about to be asking you for oranges now.
No, literally. What the hell?
like he just left the peel.
Bro. He just handed it to me.
That's actually so funny.
It's hilarious.
Callie, like, she doesn't watch movies, like, which is, I wish she would right now, because I want to show her, like, the movies I watched growing up, but she really only watches educational stuff, and I'm not mad about it, because it honestly teaches her, like, speech and language and whatever. But I know Romy be watching the movies.
Yeah.
Like, he's been doing that since he was like, little.
He was 6 months old when he watched his first full movie, like, fully through.
Bro.
I sound like I'm lying. I'm really not. It was not. Luca. I don't know if y'all seen Luca on Disney Plus, but that's literally our dog's name because he, obsessed.
And that was his first birthday party theme, right? Or the second?
Yeah. No, that was the first.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't remember. What was the second? I don't know.
One of them was Theme Luca. I remember that.
Yeah, but. Yeah, he's been doing it ever since. Now he just wants to watch people play with toys. Like, that's his thing now.
Yeah.
Like, he loves people, like, watching people play with Lightning McQueen, like, unboxings and stuff. Like, that's literally what he wants to watch. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, he asks for it every day.
Careful eating upside down like that, Mama.
I feel you.
Peekaboo.
I want you to think an avocado.
Right. Callie, do avocado.
Avocado.
Do it.
Doing it.
I feel like they know so much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, their personalities are so big for being so little.
Right.
Like,
yeah, because Romy's 3, almost 3.5. And Callie just turned 2.
What the fuck?
So, like, we're in toddler season.
I mean, Romy's in his last toddler season.
Yeah, which is crazy, and honestly, I love it.
I'm happy for you, bro. I just hit terrible twos. How does motherhood feel to you right now with having an almost 4-year-old? Like,
I personally, I'm just like, I'm ready. Okay, well, obviously we just started potty training, but I'm ready for that to be over. But I think it's cool. Like, this stage is like, they're really coming into like themselves, and like I think it's just so cool to like see them interact and like be more of a people person, and like we recently we had my brother's birthday party. He passed away, but we did a 21st birthday for him. We went bowling, and seeing him like go up to everyone and like hug everyone and like interact with them, I'm like
a little person.
Yeah, I was like, this is new, because before this it would be or he'd be in the corner crying or like just wanting to be held. Like, he was like, nope.
Hey, don't touch.
Okay.
Do you hear that?
Yes.
Bub, come here. Okay, or you can stay there. Just don't touch the tripod.
Yeah.
Okay? You saw her eyes?
The eyes.
What?
It hurts.
What hurts? What hurts?
You gonna hurt yourself.
Eyes.
Now she's saying she hurt her eyes because she...
Oh my goodness.
A boogie.
You have boogies?
Ew.
A fish.
A fish?
A fish.
A fish?
Oh, fish. A fish.
You fix it?
A fish right.
What are you saying?
It's an arm. A cloudy. A
like trying to communicate with an alien. Like, E.T. phone home.
I can't wait to watch this back and her face is like, what?
Goodness gracious. How about you?
I honestly, it's just a very surreal feeling, like looking at her and everything she's doing now, and then thinking about being in the newborn stage. Like, that's something I think about all the time. That it kind of freaks me out. I'm like, how did this much time pass already, and how is she this big and doing this much? Like I constantly look at pictures of her when she was just born, and I like remember being in that stage of her life, and I'm like, I remember like thinking back then, like, oh my god, like, wait till she's 1, wait till she's 2, wait till she's like, you know, and then now we're here, and it literally feels like not even, it doesn't feel like 2 years went by. Like, it just, like, it went by so fast. Like, it's crazy to me. Like, it really is crazy.
Yeah. If you think about it, too, like, the fact that, like, she's only been alive for 2 years. Like,
bro,
isn't that crazy, too?
That too.
Like, that's your whole life?
You only, like, I don't
you
even
just
know.
got here.
Literally, you have just arrived.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely crazy. Because, like, to us, like, 2 years ago, we're like, oh, like, you know,
2 years ago.
It was, you know, like, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
To them, it's like 2 years ago I was coming out the coochie.
Literally.
Like,
How want me?
I was not even here
Where
yet.
we go?
oh, Romy's right there.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
My job. My happy. My mommy drop it.
You want your tablet?
Okay.
Okay.
Mommy.
We made it pretty far already into motherhood.
Yeah. It's just like not
food.
it's not real sometimes.
It really isn't.
Like, I'd be like, what the hell? Like, I have a child. Like, it's so strange.
Every time I talk about it, I'm like, when I say, like, yeah, my daughter, I'm like, I sound grown.
No, literally. My child?
Yeah. Like, since when?
A bear.
Bath. Here you go.
Yeah, especially because, like, I guess, like, our line of work, like, you know, like, you just, I mean, obviously there are other parents, like I do, like, video work, and, like, she does modeling and stuff. Like, it's just so crazy, like, telling people. They're like, how old are you? Like,
literally.
What? Like, they be so confused. I'm like, bitch,
Right.
I'm confused, too.
No.
Like, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know.
People are always surprised. Every time I
Yeah.
say, like, yeah, I have a 2-year-old. They're like, you have a what? I'm
No,
like,
literally.
I have a 2-year-old.
Yeah. Especially because everyone always thinks I'm, like, 19 years old. So they're like, huh? What? And that's
Like,
when they
how
ask
old
how
are
old.
you?
No, that's when they ask how old I am because
Right.
they're genuinely confused.
Right. I mean,
I'm like, yeah.
you damn near have a 4-year-old at 25.
Right.
Which is like...
And bitch, where?
No, where?
Bitch, where?
Body's bodying, faces giving, like it never happened.
It never did, except it did.
Yeah, I don't know. Now that it's been 2 years, I definitely feel like the whole like 2-year postpartum, like that's like how the time frame where like you're supposed to be like fully healed, I guess.
Mhm.
I feel that. I definitely feel that.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I can feel my old body again a little bit coming back into the picture. Like
Yeah.
everything's starting to feel back to normal, like how it used to be before. But of course, at the same time, like I'm a completely different person than I was before I had Cali. Like everything changed, like mentally, like you know, it's just a whole mindset change and a life change, perspective change, like as far as that. But definitely, like I feel like in that time frame, like you definitely feel like a stranger to yourself sometimes because of that whole body image issue. Because after you have a kid, it's so crazy looking at yourself in the mirror and you're like, who the fuck? Like, what happened to me?
Yeah, especially when you're young because you were just probably getting used to how you were originally and then having a bit, like getting pregnant, having a baby, the aftermath of having the baby. Like, those are all completely different stages of like you
Literally.
And you be looking at yourself and you're like, who the fuck, who is that? Like,
yeah, it's very like it definitely creates like this weird like block, like personally in my mind. I'm like, I can't even like associate myself with like the person.
Yeah, there's like a disconnect,
literally completely. And then sometimes I feel like I miss like my old self and everything. But then, you know, like I was saying, now that it's been like this much time has passed and everything, and I feel like I'm healed and I'm like getting back into the swing of things of how like, I don't know, how I used to be. Like it feels better.
Yeah.
Things feel better. Like that's just what it is.
it'll never be exactly the same, but in a way, like, when you have a child, you almost change for the better in a way. Like, it's kind of crazy, because, like, when you're young and figuring things out, like, it's almost like there's no real pressure. Like, I don't know. Like,
No, I know.
obviously your personal pressure, but when when you have a kid, it's like, all right, like, I need to, you know, I need to get serious about
I need to step it up.
my life.
Yeah.
And,
I
like,
definitely feel that all the way.
Yeah, like, I used to, like, in the beginning, like, I was just, like, you know, like, fuck, like, I had a kid, like, I have so much I don't know about myself, and blah, 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 but it's, like, for some reason, it was meant to happen, because obviously, this wasn't on purpose. I didn't get pregnant at 21 on purpose. I'm not like, yeah, like, let's get it, like, fuck my 20s, bitch,
Right.
like, let's have a baby, like,
Yeah.
no, but, like, after, you know, it's been 3 years, I'm just like, this is my life now.
Yeah.
It is the way it is. I have to make adjustments. And this is the new me.
Literally.
And I guess this is who I was meant to be.
Exactly. Everything happens for a reason. I feel that all the way because, like, I always said, like, I feel like Callie made me a better person. She made me realize my worth in a lot of ways because when I look at her, I look at my childhood self. So it's like, I start to realize the things that I needed, if that makes sense. Like, because I want to give it to her and I want to make sure she knows that growing up. Like, I don't know. I feel like just having a daughter put me in that mindset because I was like when I was little and I was just so self-conscious all the time, so unaware of my worth and my being and like so having her really made me realize like okay, like I need to step it up for her and also for myself, for my childhood self.
Yeah.
So
I've seen like on like Twitter and stuff, people were like, oh, like I just saw it recently. It was like having a kid is not a setback, and everyone was like, "Well, it's not a step forward." It's like, bro, like I think it's all about perspective.
No,
is
it
really
really
what it is.
I actually hate comment sections when it comes to like pregnancy and like talking about children.
Having kids,
I
yeah.
fall into the craziest comment sections on Instagram too. Like I came across this girl. She was talking about her postpartum body and like she was saying like. It was a thing when she posted her body before she had a baby and she was like, while I mourn this body, I'm going to appreciate this body because it gave me my child, whatever. And so she was showing her stretch marks and whatever. And she was like newly postpartum. People were in the comments being like, oh, that could never be me. Oh yeah, she ruined her body. She had such a nice body. Oh, some lady was like, that's too bad. Like I don't want to have kids. So I'm gonna have an amazing body for the rest of my life. Like whatever. And I'm just like, I cannot believe these people are posting this. Like actually typing it out and sending it, like for people to see. Like I'm like, how can you say this under a woman who just had a baby? Like, when she's trying to post it, maybe to boost her self-confidence, maybe to boost others' self-confidence, but then there's these fucking haters, these weirdos, trying to bring her down, and trying to just be snobby about it. Like, bro, you don't gotta...
That shit is so... Just, like, it's just so fucked up. Like, it's not your life, bitch. Like, okay.
It's not. And like you said, it's a perspective. Everybody's opinion is different. I understand that. Like, you can have your own opinion, sure, but you don't gotta be... hateful and hurtful to somebody else because they wanted to do something that you didn't want to do, you know?
Right. And
like,
even when people talk about like, oh, I don't want to lose my body, blah blah blah, that shit is not forever.
It's not.
We will
bro.
all get old and saggy, bitch. Like, we are not gonna have perky titties forever.
Then what are you gonna say then?
Right.
What are you gonna say then when you're all saggy?
You're saggy and alone.
Like dead ass. Since we're talking about pregnancy, I guess.
Yeah.
I have an absolutely wild story to tell you guys that literally just happened last week. Like literally last week. So this is absolutely crazy, but I somehow fell into the 1% of women who get pregnant on an IUD. And ew, she just farted so bad. That just stinks really bad.
Ew.
Yeah, like I just don't even know. Like, it's so crazy to me. Don't ask me how it happened. Obviously, don't know how. I don't know.
We don't need to tell you how babies are made.
No, literally. but the thing is, like, the fact that it happened while on the IUD, like, is beyond me. I was on the IUD for a year. I would have made a year this month, actually. And so, when was it? A couple weeks ago, I got my period, which I thought was my period. It wasn't. Like, it was literally just spotting, which threw me off at first because usually I don't just spot my period. Like, usually I'm like medium, heavy flow, whatever. So the fact that it was like spotty and only lasted like 3 days, I was like, something's off. But also maybe, you know, I've been on the IUD for a year. Maybe it's like, you know, my period's getting lighter, which can be normal. Like, some people, their periods completely stop on the IUD.
Yeah.
So, yeah, mind you, I was on the Kyleena IUD, which is like a lower hormone, smaller, whatever. And I was having a great time on it. Like, I was on birth control in the past for like 4 or 5 years, like on the pill, and I really didn't have a good experience because like it was just fucking with my body a lot, and like I would literally go through like different like brands after brands trying to find one that actually worked for me. Like, I just never had a good experience. So finally, I stopped taking birth control in like beginning of 2020. Then I got pregnant with Cali in 2021. So I wanted to get back on birth control after that, and I decided to do the IUD, thinking like, okay, like perfect, it'll work out. And so yeah, flashback a couple weeks ago, thought I got my period, and I just kind of brushed it off. Like, I was like, whatever, it's probably just light. And then I started feeling things. Like, I started feeling symptoms that I remembered feeling before. I'm like, something's like, and also you just get a gut feeling. Like, you know, like you just, I don't know, for me, like when I've been pregnant, I just know I'm pregnant. Like, it's just the feeling, like I just know. And the first time for me though was like, I get really bad indigestion when I'm pregnant, so I started burping like nonstop. So these past couple weeks, I've been burping like crazy, and I'm like, that's not okay. And then I started like gagging when I was brushing my teeth, and I was like, oh no, like that's also not okay. That's not good. So I remember this was not last Friday, but the Friday before, so 2 Fridays ago. I went to the grocery store, and I was like walking by the aisle. I was like, let me just pick up a test. Like, it wouldn't hurt just to take one. Like, I'm probably tripping. Like, I'm on the IUD. Like, there's no way this is happening. So I get home and I take the test, and when I tell you, that positive line popped up in 0.2 seconds. Like, no lie, like it was dark. Did I show you?
Yeah, I was on FaceTime.
Like, bro, because you know, if you've taken a pregnancy test before, usually the first line is lighter than the second. The second one usually comes in darker if it's a positive. The first line was dark as fuck, which was so crazy to me.
Dark as shit.
Like, and I was like, what is actually happening right now? At first, I was kind of being in denial. I was like, this has to be a false positive, you know? Like, that was my first thought. And I was like, I don't even know what to do right now. So I immediately I called my GYN, and they put me on the line to, like, the on-call doctors who, like, I guess are for more serious matters. Because in this case, if you end up pregnant on the... I keep burping, I'm sorry. If you end up pregnant on the IUD, basically, there is a 50% chance of the pregnancy being ectopic, which can be extremely dangerous. If you don't know what ectopic pregnancy is, basically it's when the fertilized egg becomes attached to somewhere other than your uterus, and that usually happens in the fallopian tubes. Now, mind you, your fallopian tubes are like the smallest little things, like, you know. So if that egg becomes attached into your fallopian tube and it starts to grow, the tube could burst, which could cause you to bleed internally and hemorrhage, which can be fatal. And women have died from ectopic pregnancy. So I'm like, when I learned that, I'm like freaking out. I'm like, bro, like, if I have an ectopic pregnancy right now, I'm gonna have to have surgery. Like, I'm so scared. Like, that was my first thought. So I called the doctor, and they're like, again, this was on a Friday. So I tell them what's going on, and they're like, okay, manage your symptoms over the weekend, because we want you to go get blood work done to see what your what is it called, HCG, whatever, the pregnancy hormone, I forget what it's called. So yeah, my doctor told me to manage my symptoms over the weekend. Just be aware of like any warning signs that basically could be a symptom for ectopic pregnancy, which was like really bad abdominal pain, heavy bleeding, even weirdly shoulder pain. Like extreme shoulder pain can be a sign of ectopic pregnancy somehow. I have no idea how. Apparently it is. Don't ask me how. So yeah, as the weekend goes by, I ended up missing my blood work appointment on that Saturday morning because I got to the place too late. So I was like, fuck, like now I have to wait till Monday. And so then Sunday night rolls around, and I'm like making dinner, and then I start feeling really bad cramping, and I'm like, oh shit, like I'm scared. Mm-hmm. Like either this could be, the sign of ectopic pregnancy, or this could mean I'm miscarrying naturally, which they also told me could possibly happen. Like it would just happen naturally because the pregnancy just wouldn't be viable with the IUD in place at that time. Honestly though, aside from that, there are actually some stories where women carry full term with the IUD still in place and they have the baby. There was a picture that went viral of the baby coming out holding the IUD. It? Yes. Which is, I'm like, that's crazy. So yeah, I started cramping really bad Sunday night, and I honestly, I was just really, really scared and anxious that like something bad was gonna happen to me. Like I think I get really bad health anxiety when things are happening. Like to me, I don't know. So I called the on-call doctor again, and they were like, listen, like, you know your body better than we do. If you feel like you need to come into the ER, come into the ER. Like, we'll take care of you there. Like, it's no problem. Don't feel like, you're being annoying or whatever. And she was so sweet, honestly. She even gave me her own personal cell phone.
Really?
Right, yes. And I was like, this is so, like, you're one of the best doctors I've ever spoken to. Like, because I hate doctors sometimes. Like, I don't. Like, I feel like sometimes they just don't treat me right. So this was definitely, like, a really good experience that I had with her. So anyway, I ended up going to the ER around 9 o'clock that night. Told them what was going on. They took me back fairly quickly. At first, a male doctor came in. And, to me, he seemed kind of nervous, which was making me nervous. Because he was like, okay, so, we're going to do blood work. And, like, he seemed like he was, like, like almost frantic, and I was like, why are you acting like that right now?
Right.
Like, stop it. And he was like, we're gonna do blood work. We're gonna get you an ultrasound right away. We want to rule out that this is ectopic, because I'm sure you know how dangerous that is. I'm like, yes, like,
right, like relax, sir.
Literally relax. I ended up being in the ER that entire night. Like, we got there at 9, and we didn't leave until 6 a.m. Which is because you know how ERs are, like, they take forever to do things. So a lot of the time you're literally just sitting there. And so the first thing they did was they took my blood, and then they confirmed that I was definitely pregnant. They were like, oh, you're pregnant. I'm like, oh, perfect. And then after that they got me into an ultrasound where they did like a regular one, and they did a transvaginal one, which is very uncomfortable. Do you know what that is?
No.
You never had one before?
Wait, what is
a transvaginal ultrasound?
Oh, when they put a thing up you? Yeah. Like the wand?
Yes, the wand.
Yeah.
That's definitely uncomfortable. But so as I'm getting the ultrasound done, the lady, I don't think she understood that, like, this was, I don't think she understood that, like, this was not like a wanted pregnancy. Like, because the minute she ended up finding the embryo, which thank God was not in my fallopian tube, so I did not end up having a ectopic pregnancy, thank God. But when she found it in my uterus somehow, she was kind of like, and here's the baby, and I'm like,
girl,
like, this is, I had an IUD for a reason, bro. Like, I'm not about to, like, this is not... I don't know. I think she just didn't understand, like I said, this was not, like, a wanted pregnancy or, like, expected at all. So I got that done and over with. Found out that it wasn't ectopic. This bitch somehow ended up planting right into my uterus, right, like, literally sitting above the IUD. Like, she showed me, like you could see where the IUD was sitting in my uterus, and then you see the thing just sitting right above it, just chilling. I'm like, how? Like, what? It's such a weird emotional roller coaster. I'm like, this is like, I did not think I was gonna be in this situation ever in my life. Like, I did not want this, you know? And so after that, we went back to the room, and I was sitting there for a while. They paged OB to come downstairs from their floor, of course, which took a minute, like literally hours. Finally, they get to me, and it's a really nice doctor. She was like, I'm so sorry this is happening to you. Like, she was so genuine about it. She was like, I can't even, like, imagine, like, I'm so sorry. And she was telling me, she was like, I've had my IUD for 9 years. I'm like, what? Like, she had one for 5, and then she got another one after that, you know, because they last, like, 5 years, I think. She's like, I've had mine for, like, 9 years at this point. And I'm like, she's like, and you've had yours for how long? I'm like, a year. She's like, yeah, like, you literally fell into the 1%. Like, it's 1% of women every year that it happens to. Like, why me? Like, that was what was, like, running through my mind the whole time. Like, why me right now? So after that, she was like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull your IUD right now. I'm like, oh. So she was like, yeah, we're gonna pull your IUD, like, in the ER. I'm like, okay. Bro, first of all, when I tell you, they did it so ghetto. Like, they did, because they didn't have, like, they had to go get the tools from, like, the surgical department or something. Mm-hmm. But they didn't have, like, you know, the OB bed, like, the specialized, like, bed with the stirrups, or they didn't have, like, the light. There was no light, like, a overhead light that comes down, like, in my room for some reason. So it was her. It was probably, also, Keenan just got there. Like, so he was probably in the room with me. So it's her, Keenan, and then another nurse. They put, like, you know what a bedpan is? Mm-hmm. So they put a bedpan, they put a sheet over it, put it, like, under my ass to, like, lift me up. And the doctor told the nurse, she's like, I need you to get your phone flashlight out. And I'm like, is this real life? So the I'm spread, and the nurse is with her flashlight like this, and then the doctor's, like, just inside of me. And Keenan's like...
Oh my god.
And mind you, there's people next to me, like, we're just blocked off by curtains. Right. So there's one person on this side, one person on this side, and, like, they're just hearing everything happening. And I'm like, this is ghetto. This is so ghetto right now.
That's crazy.
I'm like, with the phone flashlight, though? No, literally. Like, she literally said...
Like, bitch, like, took a selfie.
She was like with it, like, literally so close to me, too, like this. I'm like, just take a picture for all this.
No, literally.
So... Yeah, they went and got the tools. They tried 3 times to get it out, and that shit was horrible. I was bawling my eyes out. It was so bad. Ugh. It hurts so bad for some reason, because she kept trying, and she was like, okay, these tools aren't working. I'm going to have to grab other ones. And I was like, okay. So I'm just sitting there, like literally, like, trying to, like, stop crying. God. And she was gone for another 2 hours after that, because I guess she had other things to do at the same time. I'm like, okay. So I ended up falling asleep. This is like 3 a.m, almost 4 a.m.
Christ.
She finally comes back. She's like, okay, I have the tools. We're going to do this again. So I'm sitting there, phone flashlight, 4 a.m, just spread on the bed. Like, literally. And they get it out. And she was like, do you want to see it? I'm like, sure. And they just show me it. I'm like, this bitch. Talking about the IUD, not the doctor.
No, I know.
Literally, I'm like
a useless fuck.
Literally, you failed me miserably, bro. Like, I had so much hate in that moment. I was just so mad at, like, the situation. I'm like, why does this have to happen right now? Like, right. Yeah. So after that, they set me up a doctor's appointment at my GYN, like, for 2 days after that. where I had to follow through with a medical abortion, and that was ass. Yeah. That was ass. Like, I did not want to go through that at all. Luckily I didn't have to have surgery though. That's what I kept saying. I'm like, thank God it wasn't ectopic. Thank God I didn't have to go through emergency surgery. Like, I'm alive. Like,
right.
that's the other thing. The fact that I had to, like, I was telling Keena, I'm like, I'm sitting here saying I survived an IUD pregnancy. Like, I can say that because if it was the other way around, that shit could have had me on the other end. Like, you never know.
Right.
Like, I can sit here and say that I survived being pregnant on the IUD, which is crazy. But yeah, so it unfortunately wasn't a wanted pregnancy. Extremely unexpected, obviously. And this is just what it was, and I had to go through that. So, just so you guys know, if you don't know anybody who's not pregnant on the IUD, here I am. She's just moving. Callie. Pop.
You're probably the only person that anyone knows who got pregnant on IUD. For real. If it's really 1%.
No, right? Because I don't know anybody personally. Like, and that's the thing, I looked it up. Like, I was looking at, like, TikTok stories of a couple women. Stuff on Reddit I was looking up, too. She wants to go into the blanket. Bubby. I don't really wish that on anybody. I don't wish any of that, to be honest. Like, again, I'm just thankful that it wasn't the other way around and that I'm okay. Everything's okay. That last week was a really rough week. Like, honestly, like, just going through all that, it was bad. And then I literally had to fly out for something on Monday morning while still going through that. I had to take Callie to a doctor's appointment while going through that. I was like, Lord, help me. Like,
that's crazy.
I literally, like, I just kind of went about doing things as I was just, you know, experiencing, you know, that. Like, I don't know.
That's rough. Honestly, super strong. Like,
no, yeah.
That's craziness.
Literally. We had, it was actually the worst day was, so basically how the medical abortion works, like, on the first day in the office, you take one pill, and then, 24 hours after that, you take a set of 4 pills, and they're, like, dissolving your cheeks, like, 2 in each cheek, and you dissolve them for 30 minutes, and then literally right after that happens, like, less than 20 minutes, it just starts happening, like, so fast. Like, you just start passing everything, like, so fast. So the second day is literally the worst day, like, bleeding wise, like, because I remember I put a pad on and I didn't even peep. I went to the bathroom and my pants were soaked, like, bled straight through the pad. Like, it was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm getting sober with y'all right now. I don't even care.
As you should.
Yeah. Just so that if this happens to you guys, you know, whether it's like on the IUD or even if you, like, you know, even if you're just going through an abortion, like, regularly, whatever, you know, I'm just open about talking about it. And, so, yeah, the second day was the worst, and that day also happened to be Callie's birthday. Yeah, so, we had it was my parents, and then Keenan's parents, came over that night to do cake. So, I'm just, like, sitting there, like, oh my God, like, it was just a lot. It was just a lot. So, I'm just happy that last week is over with, because I feel so much better today than I did last week. Like, it's finally, like, starting to stop, like, you know, yeah, it's finally starting to slow down, and I just feel normal again. Like, the symptoms stop too. That's the thing. Like, symptoms are still there, like, as you're going through it, but then they stop very fast. You know, like, after you take the pill, like, they stop in, like, 2 days. Like, all of a sudden, like, you're like feeling every pregnancy symptom, and it's like, boom, done. Wow. You know? Yeah. Yeah. So that's just what it is.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, I remember I told you I wanted to talk about it on here, because I'm like, if somebody else goes through this, and I just don't want them to feel alone, because, like, it can feel very isolating. Like, you're like, why is this happening to me right now? Like, why me? So, yeah, just know that, like, it happens, like, even though it's 1%, it happens, and it happened to me. So as far as like next steps, I have a follow-up appointment tomorrow to make sure everything's good to go. And I'm gonna get back on birth control. I just don't know what I want to do right now, because like I'm like, part of me wants another IUD, because I'm like, what are the fucking chances that it happins again
is crazy,
right? That's what the doctor said too, because I was talking about that with her last time, my appointment, and I was like, what are the chances that it happens again if I get another IUD? She was like, low is not even the word. I'm like, promise me. Please promise me that, because I don't want to be that person. Like, please. I don't. Because like I said, like I was having a good time with the IUD. Like I actually liked it a lot. Like I wasn't having any crazy symptoms. No, like my periods were fine. Like I was chilling. I wasn't in pain. Like everything was perfectly fine. So I'm open to getting another one, because I know that like the chance of it happening again is extremely, extremely low. So other than that, like she was telling me about like the Nexplanon, which is like the thing that goes in your arm. The thing with that is your periods are so crazy on it. Yeah, so like with the arm implant, your periods are crazy. Nati has it actually, and she says she gets like 2 periods a month. So, which I can't. Like I just don't want to go through that for real.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
I'm not on birth control, but I definitely had 2 periods last month.
Really?
Yep.
Just out the blue?
Beginning of the month and then the end of the month.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy. I don't know.
I know
Maybe
what
it's
happens.
like hormonal.
I guess so. No idea.
Also, it could be stress related too.
Yeah. It's a rough time right now.
Yeah. I think because your body will definitely react. I've read about some people like their period just stopping because of stress, and also it like coming infrequently, I guess. So that could be a sign. But yeah, the things women go through, literally.
And it's crazy too, like you're going through all this, and like you said, you're at Callie's birthday.
I'm at Callie's birthday.
Sitting there in silence. I'm not. Like, I mean, some people knew, right? Like your mom knew.
My mom knew. My Keenan's mom knew. Yeah. So.
And still, even in those moments, people that do know, like, what can you really do except for like kind of be there? Like I was away, but I kept calling Rachel because I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. Like all this was happening while I was away, and like obviously like we're good friends, so I was like, I just want to like be there, because I personally, I literally can't physically do anything, literally, but I'm like, to just mentally be there as like a friend, like that's all I really could do. And I was like, I'm just gonna try my best, like even though I'm not here, like I just want to make sure she's good. Obviously I knew the severity of the situation, like I just like in no part of my mind did I think like, okay, like this is going to be fatal, like this is gonna be something that's like really bad. Like I was like, she's gonna be okay, it's gonna be crazy, but she's gonna be fine. And like I was just like,
but see, that's what I appreciate the most, because like you said, it's true, nobody can really do anything for me while I'm going through that. Like literally the most that I can ask from somebody is like, just check on me, or like just be there for me, like, you know. And that's why I appreciate the people who genuinely want to be there for me, and like are concerned about my well-being. So I definitely appreciate that for you doing that. Yeah. And then like you know, Keenan's mom was checking up on me, my mom was making sure I was okay. You know, and also Keenan was away.
Yeah, that's another thing too.
So literally, he left. Oh my God, when was this? He left right after Callie's birthday, that Thursday after. So I've been by myself with Callie the entire week. Yeah. So I'm, you know, this is all happening, and I'm still having to be there for my child. Still have to be a mother, you know. That doesn't stop. I still had to go to work. I took Callie to her doctor appointment. You know, life still went on. Yeah. It was definitely helping me and distracting me that I was able to just be like doing things still. But then part of me, I was also a little sad. I'm like, damn, like my man isn't even here. Like I gotta do this shit by myself right now. Yeah. But yeah, so that's why I always appreciate like the help from other people. But that's why I can feel isolating, because you're like, nobody can really do anything for me, you know, like That's just what it is. And you know, as much as it was a really shitty situation and like and painful and everything, it was like it went by, you know. I've been through shit before, but everything passes, you know. All the bad shit, it passes. Like I can't sit and dwell on it. I'm just happy that nothing bad happened to me.
Yeah.
And that's all I can be grateful for, you know. I'm just grateful that I'm healthy, and yeah, still only a mother to one child right now. That's all I want.
Yes.
That's all I want. That's what I'm grateful for right now too.
Yeah. And you're still able to like still do your life, and
yeah,
and there was nothing stopping that.
there literally nothing at all. But yeah, we've always told y'all like we're all about being so real on here, so this is what it is.
Yeah.
Like always.
So hopefully you'll be able to help someone, or maybe someone else knows. And don't be afraid to talk to Rachel about it, because she's over here telling y'all how it really is.
Literally.
And you are not alone. And you know, you went through that experience, so you know it definitely can be isolating.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
who was that? God. Was that Romeo or Cali?
Romeo, did you fart?
No.
Cali, did you poot? Cali, did you fart? I don't know who that was.
That was nasty.
No, I know. It was so bad.
Right in the mic.
Literally. What? You look like you were offended. I think it was you.
I feel like it was him.
No, he was so quick to say no.
It wasn't me.
You know what's happening with like the Roe versus Wade situation and everything. That plays like a huge role in the abortions right now still that are happening. So before I had it, they had me sign a paper in the ER. The doctor even told me, she was like,
oh my goodness.
Callie. She was like, I'm sorry, but like you have to sign this paper because of like what's happening with Roe v. Wade. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Like I'm just happy that I can get one in this state. Because if I was somewhere else, they would not even allow me. They wouldn't even care that I got pregnant on the IUD. They'd be like, okay, we're just gonna see what happens with it. Like,
and literally, even if it was ectopic, is that what it's called? Ectopic.
Yes.
They literally wouldn't even do shit in those states that don't allow you to get abortions.
Literally, and even if say like I think I don't even know if there's like some circumstances like if it was ectopic and like that's where like the circumstance like I guess changes. I don't even know how that works.
I don't think so, because I saw an article of this woman who literally they wouldn't let her get an abortion, and it was literally like life-threatening.
Bro, I see. That's why I'm so happy that I live in Pennsylvania, and like I can like you can get one here. All you have to do is just sign it off. Like that is it. And you know, the doctor was acting like she was like, I'm so sorry you have to sign this. I'm like, girl, give me the paper.
It's I don't privilege care. Here, bitch.
Literally, give me the paper because this is happening right now, like right now. And I know that shit is like that in like what, Texas? Mm-hmm. And some other states. I don't exactly know which ones. So I can't even imagine. Like, that would be so unfortunate too. Like, you know, you're on birth control, like, you know, probably for a reason, knowing that like if you did become pregnant, and it was unwanted, that like, you know, you're like, okay, like I'm protected, and then like you get pregnant on it still. Like I can't even imagine being in that situation. Like I saw on TikTok some women explaining how they literally had to like fly to a different state to have it done. Yeah. I'm like, that's so annoying.
Like, imagine you don't have the money to do that.
That too.
Because then you have to pay for not only everything that's happening, for flights, for stay, for everything that's included in that shit. Like, some people literally cannot afford that shit at all. And they just have to, have a child that literally they either cannot care for, do not want, like, whatever. You have your own fucking, you have your own reasons.
Turn off the light.
We're about to be done.
Do you see how they tell us what to do?
They're like,
it's their world.
I want a snack. I want the blanket.
And I want to go to
Turn off
sleep.
the light.
You know?
Get the fuck out.
No, literally. What was it the last? I think it was one of the last times we recorded, and Callie was literally forcing you to leave.
Yeah, no, literally.
Like, and then right after you left, her head hit the pillow, and she was out. Like, she knows when she wants to go to sleep, and it's crazy. But yeah, guys, I hope you like my story.
I hope you like it. Heart.
Right.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it doesn't happen again.
I know. Like I said, I'll keep y'all updated for, like, you know, my next steps and what I'm gonna end up doing. Probably on the next podcast, you'll hear about that. But yeah, it was just an unfortunate event, and I hope it doesn't happen to anybody else. But you know, if it does, you got this, and you'll be okay, and that's all you can, you know, do.
Right.
I don't know.
And if you know anyone who's going through it, be there for them.
Please be there for them. Yes. Like, even though you can't really do anything, like, physically, I mean, you can. Like, you can definitely just, like, I don't know, cuddle somebody.
Right. Massage their feet.
Massage their back, their feet, make them a warm bath, like, feed
Literally.
them. Those are physical things to do.
Yeah.
But if you can't be there physically, check in on them, make sure they're doing well mentally. Because like I said earlier, it's really an emotional roller coaster because it's like you're feeling like confused. And then again, you're feeling like guilt too, because you know, you're like, fuck, like I'm pregnant, do I have to get rid of this? Yes, but also like you know, you feel that like that guilt that's also kind of sitting on your shoulders about it. Like, I know at least I do. Some women might be like, fuck that big, like, whatever.
There's definitely women out there like that.
I know, but I feel like I'm too much of an empath for that, you know? And yeah, it's really a rough time, but I promise you'll get through it. Like, the bad days will happen, but then you'll move on, so.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not putting that energy out there. None of y'all.
No, please. We are not sending any of this energy to you guys.
No
at all.
energy being sent off.
No.
Just in case, though.
Yeah, I'm just here to let you know that this shit is real and it happens. And if you know somebody who's going through it, be there for them. And yeah. And if you know somebody going through it, send them this podcast. tell them, Lord, listen, I heard about this girl.
Yeah.
And they can listen to my story, and I was extremely open with it about you guys, or about this with you guys today. So yeah.
You might hear some crying and yelling babies in the... Not crying. They didn't cry.
They just
yelled. It's fine.
And abused me. No.
Literally. Just yelling at you the whole time.
Was it recording when I was in there cutting the orange?
I was
and
literally cracking out. I was like, bro, she's just getting yelled at by both of them. Because Romeo was just copying her.
Because I was trying to change the trash because it was so full and I couldn't, like, throw out the old oranges. And they're like, orange! I'm like, bro, please give me a second, please.
I'm trying my best.
Like, literally, I'm trying my best. I'm like a tear, you know.
Romeo, what is this? He's giving this girl a face mask. What is this?
Since when were you worked at a spa, Romy? An esthetician. Like, I want one. I need that right now.
What the heck is happening? Look, show Rachel.
Wow.
Pumpkin. What's that pumpkin?
It's a pumpkin.
It's a pumpkin scary monster.
It's a scary monster.
What?
He probably doesn't even realize it's like a
I
face
know.
mask.
I
Wow.
do see it, Baba. He said, you see it?
Oh, Bub. Look at the crumbs on the screen.
Oh my goodness.
That's such a toddler thing.
No, ew, Romeo's is always so crusty. I'm like, ugh.
Okay, let me fix it for you. Let me fix it. Oh, Lord.
To be continued.
To be continued. No.
Literally.
Okay, well, we will see you guys on the next podcast. Make sure you follow us on all of our platforms.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Give our podcast review, please.
Oh, yes. Give us, all the stars you think we deserve.
All the stars.
And
leave a comment.
All that. And also, don't be afraid to DM us. We always love talking to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bless you.
Right on the screen. Ugh. Ew, I see the... Ugh.
Oh, my God.
Bro.
Toddlers are gross.
They're disgusting.
They're so gross, bro. And for somebody who has like low key OCD, I'd be stressed. I'd be so stressed about it. I'm like, Lord, help.
It's just nasty.
You're nasty.
Literally. Bye. Romeo, say bye.
Bye.
Callie, say bye-bye. Callie's out of it.
She's like, get the fuck
Look,
out.
her one eye is
No,
closed.
literally. She's like, are y'all still here?
Literally.
Oh, she's over it.
She is so done.
Okay. Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Bye, guys.